One of the easiest ways to practice English every day is by simply listening to it. You don't need hours of study time to improve. Just adding English into your daily routine can make a huge difference. Think about your day-to-day activities, commuting, cooking, exercising, or even just walking. You can use these moments to listen to English. It's simple and it works. You're training your brain to understand how English sounds naturally, picking up new words, phrases, and the rhythm of the language without even realizing it. Start by listening to English for just 10-15 minutes every day. You can listen to podcasts, English music, or YouTube videos. You don't need to understand everything at first. Even if you catch just 30% or 50%, it's still helpful. The key is to expose your ears to English every day. Make it a habit. Over time, your comprehension will improve, and you'll start feeling more confident in your English. Now that you're getting in the habit of listening to English every day, let's take it a step further. The next tip to improve your English is called shadowing. Shadowing is a technique where you repeat exactly what you hear, like an echo. You try to match the rhythm, tone, and speed of the speaker. It might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful ways to practice speaking. The beauty of shadowing is that it helps you improve both your speaking and listening skills at the same time. When you listen to a native speaker and repeat after them, you're training your brain to recognize how English sounds in real-life situations. Not only does this help with pronunciation, but it also improves your fluency and confidence in speaking. So, how do you do shadowing? It's easy. Find an audio clip, a podcast, or a YouTube video that's in English. Listen to a sentence or a short phrase and then repeat it out loud. But don't just repeat the words. Try to match the tone, the rhythm, and the speed of the speaker. For example, if the speaker says, "I want to speak English fluently," say it just like they do. Repeat after me, "I want to speak English fluently." Now your turn. It may feel strange at first. That's okay. It's all part of the process. Shadowing is not about understanding every word right away. It's about getting used to the sounds and rhythm of English. The more you do it, the easier it will become, and soon you'll be speaking more naturally. Another great thing about shadowing is that it doesn't have to take a lot of time. You can do it for just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Try shadowing in small bursts, listening to short sentences, and repeating them. As you get better, you can try longer sentences or more complex phrases. And here's something important. Don't worry about perfection. It's not about getting everything right. It's about practicing. Mistakes are a part of learning, and shadowing helps you make those mistakes in a low-pressure way. Over time, you'll notice that your pronunciation improves, your sentences become smoother, and you'll feel more confident when speaking. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful habits you can develop, thinking in English. This might sound challenging at first, especially if you're used to translating everything in your head, but it's an important step in becoming fluent. The sooner you start thinking in English, the faster you'll improve. When you translate from your native language to English, it slows you down. You're spending extra time thinking about the translation instead of just expressing yourself. But when you think directly in English, you're skipping that step and your speaking becomes much smoother. So how do you start thinking in English? It's simple. You don't need to think in full sentences right away. Start small. Begin with short, simple thoughts throughout your day. For example, when you wake up, think, it's morning. When you make your coffee, think, I need coffee. As you walk outside, think, the sky is blue. These small, everyday thoughts are perfect practice. The goal here is to train your brain to connect directly with English instead of always thinking in your native language first. As you get better, try turning these simple thoughts into sentences. For example, it's morning and I feel tired, or I see a dog in the park. And here's a fun tip. Try whispering those thoughts to yourself. You don't need to speak loudly, just say it quietly in your mind or out loud. It's like having a small conversation with yourself in English. The more you do this, the more natural it will become to think in English during your day-to-day life. Start small and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just like with speaking and listening, thinking in English gets easier the more you practice. It might feel strange at first, but keep it up and soon you'll find yourself thinking in English without even trying. Now that we've covered listening and thinking in English, let's move on to another great practice: reading aloud. Reading aloud helps build your speaking muscles and improves your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence. It's like going to the gym, but for your English skills. When you read silently, that's good for understanding the content, but when you read aloud, you're engaging your mouth, your tongue, and your brain to work together. This helps improve your speaking abilities because it trains your muscles to move in the same way they would when you speak naturally. Start by picking a short, simple text. It could be a children's book, a short story, or even a dialogue from a video or podcast. The key is to read slowly and clearly at first. Don't rush through it. Pay attention to your pronunciation and try to say each word as clearly as possible. Then after you've read it once, go back and try it again. This time, a little faster, with more expression. Reading aloud also helps with fluency. As you read more often, you'll start speaking more smoothly, without hesitating. You'll feel more comfortable with the flow of the language, and your confidence will grow. Imagine you're an actor reading lines from a play. Put some emotion into it. If the character is happy, show it in your voice. If the character is sad, try to reflect that emotion in your tone. This helps with both your pronunciation and your ability to express yourself naturally in English. And here's a challenge for you. Try reading a short passage aloud every day. Start with something simple and gradually move to more complex texts as you improve. Even just 5 minutes of reading aloud a day can make a big difference. Over time, you'll notice how much smoother your speaking becomes and how much more confident you feel when using English. Finally, let's talk about one of the best ways to improve your English, using it in your daily life. It's one thing to study English for 30 minutes a day, but it's another to actually live with English. The more you use English in your everyday activities, the more natural it will feel and the faster you'll improve. So, how can you start using English throughout your day? The first thing I recommend is to change the language settings on your phone or computer to English. You're probably checking your phone dozens of times a day, right? So why not make those moments useful for your English practice? Every time you unlock your phone, you'll see English words like settings, battery, airplane mode, and update. At first, these words might seem unfamiliar, but after seeing them repeatedly, they'll start to stick. This is what's called passive learning, and it's a great way to improve without even trying. Another easy way to use English in your daily life is by writing a short diary in English. You don't need to write long essays, just write 3 short sentences about your day. For example, I went to the grocery store. It was raining. I watched a new movie in English. Writing these short sentences every day will help you build better sentence structures and use new vocabulary. If you're into speaking, you can also try recording a voice message every day. It doesn't have to be long. Just talk about your day for a minute. For example, today I worked all morning. In the afternoon, I went for a walk, and it was really relaxing. The more you talk, the better you'll get at expressing yourself naturally. Another great way to use English in your life is by joining an online group or community. There are lots of groups on platforms like WhatsApp or Facebook where English learners chat and share tips. You can write short messages or even send voice notes. This is a great way to practice your writing and speaking in a real-world setting. Finally, try watching short videos in English on apps like TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. Choose videos about things you're interested in, whether it's cooking, travel, or funny clips. Watch the video, and then try to repeat the sentences you hear. This is a fun way to practice speaking, and you'll learn how English is actually used in everyday situations. The goal here is to integrate English into your life as much as possible. The more you use it, the more natural it will feel. Start small, but make it a part of your day-to-day activities, and over time, you'll notice your English becoming more fluent and effortless. To wrap it up, let's quickly recap the 5 easy ways you can practice English every day. Listen to English every day, whether it's podcasts, music, or YouTube videos. Just get those English sounds in your ears daily. Shadow what you hear. Repeat after native speakers to improve your speaking and listening skills at the same time. Think in English. Start thinking in small, simple sentences throughout your day to boost your fluency. Read aloud. This helps improve your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence in speaking. Use English in your daily life. Change your phone settings, keep a diary, join an online group, or watch English videos to make English a part of your everyday routine. Remember, it doesn't take hours of study. By just adding small English practices into your day, you'll make huge progress. The key is consistency. Even just a few minutes every day can lead to big results. So, which tip will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone who wants to improve their English too. Thanks for watching, and keep practicing. See you in the next video. Another great way to use English in your life is by joining an online group or community. There are lots of groups on platforms like WhatsApp or Facebook where English learners chat and share tips. You can write short messages or even send voice notes. This is a great way to practice your writing and speaking in a real-world setting. Finally, try watching short videos in English on apps like TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. Choose videos about things you're interested in, whether it's cooking, travel, or funny clips. Watch the video and then try to repeat the sentences you hear. This is a fun way to practice speaking, and you'll learn how English is actually used in everyday situations. The goal here is to integrate English into your life as much as possible. The more you use it, the more natural it will feel. Start small, but make it a part of your day-to-day activities, and over time, you'll notice your English becoming more fluent and effortless.